Boom, you are not going to believe what just happened. Jose Mourinho is dropping truth bombs about Portugal's chances without Cristiano Ronaldo. After a dull draw against Mexico, Mourinho declared Portugal a normal team without their superstar. We're diving deep into what that means for Roberto Martinez's squad and whether this is a wake-up call ahead of major tournaments. But the story doesn't end there. Cristiano Ronaldo himself is reportedly entering the final stage of his recovery from a hamstring injury. We've got the latest on his individual sessions and what it means for his return to Al Nassr, who are also facing some serious schedule changes in the Saudi Pro League. Can he be back for the crucial upcoming matches? And Mourinho isn't done yet. He's doubling down on his assessment, calling Portugal a run-of-the-mill team without Ronaldo's presence, questioning their threat and fear factor. Is this a fair assessment of a squad packed with talent, or is Mourinho just stirring the pot? Finally, we're breaking down Mourinho's brutal verdict on Portugal's World Cup readiness without their iconic captain. Can this generation of stars step up, or will Ronaldo's absence prove to be too much to overcome? You need to see this breakdown. Stick around and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a single second.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Portugal looks like any normal team without Cristiano Ronaldo. Those are the explosive words from Jose Mourinho after Portugal's disappointing 0-0 draw against Mexico. The match, played at the Azteca Stadium, was a stark reminder of the team's struggles to create chances and pose a significant threat without their all-time top scorer. With key players like Bruno Fernandes and João Cancelo on the field, the absence of Ronaldo was palpable, leading Mourinho to question the team's fear factor and offensive power. He pointed to the match as clear evidence that without Ronaldo, opponents don't think twice, a stark contrast to the psychological edge his presence provides. Even with other talented players in the squad, Mourinho believes the team transforms into an average side when Ronaldo isn't leading the line. The debate about his role in the national team continues, and this goalless friendly certainly fueled the discussion. But don't go anywhere, because the CR7 saga continues with massive updates on his personal recovery, and you won't believe the shakeups happening with his club's schedule. On the ball, that's the encouraging update from Cristiano Ronaldo himself as he reportedly enters the final stage of his muscle injury recovery. After missing crucial international duty with Portugal, the superstar is back in Saudi Arabia, making significant progress. While still in individual sessions, reports suggest he's on track to rejoin full training soon, potentially with Sadio Mane, clearing him for upcoming Al Nassr matches. This comeback is happening amidst major schedule changes for Al Nassr in the Saudi Pro League, with games being moved up to accommodate potential deep runs in the AFC Champions League 2. The club faces a tough decision: prioritize the league title or manage player fatigue for continental glory. Can Ronaldo's return provide the boost they need? And speaking of tough assessments, Jose Mourinho is back with another scathing review of Portugal's squad. You won't want to miss this. Take Cristiano Ronaldo out of the picture and Portugal look like any run-of-the-mill team. Jose Mourinho didn't pull any punches after Portugal's frustrating 0-0 draw against Mexico. In what was a lackluster performance, the team struggled to generate meaningful chances, mustering only 2 shots on target despite controlling possession. Mourinho's critique highlights a perceived lack of threat and fear factor when their talisman is absent, suggesting that opponents simply don't have to strategize as intensely. He believes Ronaldo's mere presence on the pitch forces adversaries to be more cautious, a psychological advantage that Portugal sorely missed. While Portugal boasts a generation of talented players, Mourinho's comments raise questions about their ability to perform at the highest level consistently without their legendary captain, especially with the World Cup on the horizon. But is Mourinho's assessment too harsh? We're diving into the full breakdown of Portugal's strengths and weaknesses as the World Cup looms. Jose Mourinho has delivered a brutal verdict on Portugal's World Cup prospects without Cristiano Ronaldo, following their goalless draw against Mexico. The former manager minced no words, stating that Portugal transforms into a run-of-the-mill team in Ronaldo's absence. He emphasized the lack of threat and fear from opponents when Ronaldo isn't on the pitch, a stark contrast to the respect he commands. Despite Portugal possessing a squad brimming with talent, including stars like Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva, Mourinho's comments suggest that their collective performance significantly dips without their iconic leader. This assessment comes at a critical time, as Portugal prepares for the World Cup, raising concerns about their ability to compete against top nations without the psychological and on-field impact of Ronaldo. The team needs to find a way to consistently perform and assert dominance, regardless of who is on the field. And after all that, we're going to wrap it all up with a lightning-fast recap of all the biggest stories. Don't go anywhere. What a show! We saw Jose Mourinho deliver a brutal assessment of Portugal without Cristiano Ronaldo, who's reportedly nearing the end of his recovery. Plus, Al Nassr faces a schedule shakeup. We covered it all. If you loved this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more exclusive news, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, leave a comment with your thoughts on Mourinho's comments, and follow us on all social media platforms for behind-the-scenes content. We'll see you in the next one.